our news. Thank you very much. Now moving the focus to Russia-Ukraine, Turkey is urging Russia and Ukraine and all parties involved to keep energy infrastructure out of their ongoing conflict. Turkish Energy Minister Alparslan Bayraktar has said that energy flows must continue uninterrupted, including key routes like Caspian Pipeline Consortium. Recent attacks in tankers and pipelines in the Black Sea have raised shipping risks. Now, Ukraine has taken responsibility for a drone attack on 2 empty tankers that took place last week, but denied involvement in an earlier incident which impacted a Russian sunflower oil tanker. Turkey, a NATO member with relations to both sides, has called the attacks on Russia-linked vessels unacceptable and also discussed the issue at the NATO meeting. Meanwhile, Russia has responded by threatening to restrict Ukraine's access to the sea and intensify attacks on Kyiv's energy facilities and vessels. Additionally, in a related development, Turkey has discussed gas supply support to Ukraine during President Zelensky's visit to Ankara last month. State energy companies of both the countries, particularly Turkey's BOTAS and Ukraine's Naftogaz, are coordinating to help Ukraine utilize its large storage capacity for winter energy needs. Now, for this discussion, we welcome Mr. Andrea Lucidi. He's a war reporter, joins us live from Lugansk. Thank you very much, Mr. Andrea, for joining us. Good to see you. Now, looking at this, how are these attacks on energy infrastructure, especially the recent one in the Black Sea, is affecting and shaping the current ongoing conflict and also the negotiations that's ongoing?
Thank you for your invitation. Well, what's happened in the Black Sea can be very dangerous for a future peace negotiation because can be interpreted by Moscow as a way for make difficult about the peace negotiation between the US and Russia. And this is can be also interpreted like a way that Ukraine have to say the word, especially to Washington, hey, we are looking that you are treated for peace without us, and we cannot accept this. But from the other side, the escalation in the Black Sea can be a treaty also for Turkey, because Turkey cannot permit a militarization of the Black Sea and the going on of military operation near his coastline. And also the Turkey President Erdogan commented that the militarization of the Black Sea need to be avoided at every cost, also because the special status of the Black Sea is regulated by international discussions and treaties. Vladimir Putin also commented that if Kiev will continue to attack tankers that also are not with Russian flags, but with third state flags, like the 2 tankers with the Gambian flag in the Black Sea, will be possible that Ukraine can close the access to the Black Sea, the maritime access. And of course, this can be also a signal for not be more interesting in the peace at the moment, because now on the field, the Russian army is in a bigger advantage against the Ukrainian part. There are field offensive in the sector of Pokrovsk or Krasnoarmyansk, like is the Russian name. And the Ukrainian army is in very big difficulty because the middle age of the soldiers is it's more bigger, and also the numbers of the available soldiers, the manpower, is very, very low. This is a big problem for Ukraine, and this is the reason because Zelensky is searching a good deal for the peace, but it's not easy because he had also to face the political problem of the peace for him and for his entourage, for his political entourage.
And Mr. Lucidi, you mentioned that Turkey has warned against militarization of Black Sea, and you did rightfully mention that this must be avoided. So can you tell us a little bit more about the importance and significance of Black Sea for all the parties involved?
Well, the Black Sea is a strategical sea that involves NATO, Russia, Ukraine, and Turkey. For all these actors, the Black Sea is a strategical position, and for this reason, there are international deals, international treaties that are regulated how the Black Sea can be used for economical objective and for the military, and there are strictly regulations for the militarization of the Black Sea against the militarization of the Black Sea. We know very well that, for example, the Russian Federation have the Black Sea Fleet that is based in Crimea and in Novorossiysk. But we know also that this fleet cannot be bigger like the Northern Fleet or the Pacific Fleet. Why? Because there are such regulations.
Yes.
From the February 2022, when the open war between Russia and Ukraine exploded,
Yes.
we saw that Kiev start to use maritime drones and other ships for attacking the Russian fleets and the Russian infrastructures from the sea. And this is the first case from the Second World War that we can see an active military use of the Black Sea.
Right.
For Turkey, this is a big problem because
Yes.
Turkey is one of the main actors in the Black Sea, and also if it's a NATO country, Turkey have a special, we can say a special status in NATO and also as the main actor on the Black Sea. And for them, it's a very big treaty now because the pipelines that are in the Black Sea and the very important economical relationship that Turkey have with Russia and other geopolitical actors in the Caucasus for the energy are very important and cannot be endangered by a militarization of the Black Sea by Ukrainian side.
And Mr. Lucidi, one last question. Do you think that Turkey, if this continues, Ukraine uses or militarization of Black Sea continues, do you think Turkey will be forced to take sides between Russia and Ukraine? As right now it's focusing on being a mediator, but do you think it will be forced to change its stance?
Well, I don't think that Turkey will choose a side between Russia and Ukraine. Turkey stay in the middle, and President Erdogan said always that Turkey is neutral about this conflict. Also, if Turkey, as a NATO country, sent some help to Ukraine. But at the same time, Turkey don't apply any sanctions against Russia and don't close the airspace for Russian vectors and continue to have good relations with Russia from the military and the economical side. And this is one point. Second, I think that if Kiev will continue to attack some infrastructures, some ships in the Black Sea, and the Russian Federation will respond with a major escalation in this sector, maybe Turkey will take some measures in the field of international law, maybe with international meeting with all the parts that are interested in the Black Sea, or with other actors like NATO and Ukraine. Also, Turkey can use the NATO key for oblige Ukraine to stop this military use of the Black Sea, because we know that Kiev want to be a part of NATO, but without the approval of all countries that are in NATO, Ukraine cannot join in the NATO. So if Turkey can use this rhetoric, Erdogan can say, if you continue to militarize the Black Sea, we will not approve you joining in our alliance. And this can be potentially a problem for Ukrainian side. And also this can be a method that President Trump can use for force Zelensky to accept a peace deal very soon.
Right. With that, I would like to thank Mr. Andriy Lucidi for joining us today and sharing that insight from Lugansk.